Hi guys, hope you're having a splendid day. Here we are for chapter 11, our first section, area of parallelograms and triangles. Super great way to start the chapter on our chapter of area. I have a feeling you've done this before, but if not, we will learn today. So let's get started. Area of a parallelogram. So we know what a parallelogram is, right? It's right here. We know that opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are congruent. However, did you ever think about a parallelogram being something kind of else? So I just outlined that triangle, right? And if I were to take this triangle and put it right here and draw it in, okay, so that's that triangle. If I were just to move it, and if you could erase this guy from that picture, what shape would you have here? What would this shape be? Hope you're thinking it's a rectangle, right? Because that's all really a parallelogram is, guys. It's a rectangle that is just kind of pushed over so it's slanted. So to find the area of a parallelogram is just like finding the area of a rectangle. It's just your base times your height. In your homework, they're going to give you extra information that just throw you off, because otherwise you'd be super bored just taking two numbers times themselves, if that's the only numbers you were given. So always just look for that right angle, because our height right here and our base are always, always, always perpendicular. They always make a right angle. So just trace out your lines and see where they make that right angle, and you are good to go. So area of a parallelogram is base times height. Area of a triangle, let's just think about this real quick. I can draw in only one triangle, or excuse me, one diagonal to form two triangles in this parallelogram. And if I were to find the area of this parallelogram here, it would just be base times height. But if I just want this area of the triangle, well, doesn't this area right here that I'm coloring in account for half of this amount? Hope you're thinking yes, because that is our formula. Area of a triangle is half our base times our height. Okay, so that's really the main ideas for today. Now we're just going to work out a few problems using those two formulas. All right, to find the perimeter and area of each figure. So I'm looking for two different things here. So let's start with the easy one. Start with perimeter. Start with perimeter. All right, so remember, perimeter is the distance if you were to walk all the way around here. So remember that in parallelograms, opposite sides are congruent. So if this guy's 17, I know this guy's 17. And similarly, if this guy's 21, so is this one. So if I were to add all of these guys up, that would give me my perimeter. So if we take a second and add those up, we should get 76 centimeters. Now if we take some time to find our area, our formula is area equals base times height. Let's figure out what our base and height are. Okay, so remember, I'm looking for that right angle. So I know my base is down here, which we found was 21. But do I know what this guy is? No. Ugh. So I'm going to fill this in. I know my base is 21, but I'm looking for my height. Well, conveniently enough, what kind of a triangle is this? Oh, it's a right triangle because of this angle, and I'm just missing one side. So I hope you're thinking Pythagorean theorem. That's what I'm thinking. So if we crunch this out, x squared plus 64 equals 289. If I subtract over my 64, 225, which works out pretty nice for us because the square root of 225 equals 15. Okay, so now that I've found my height is 15, let's go back over here to our formula times 15. 21 times 15 gives us a total of 315 centimeters. And remember, it's area, so it's squared. That's how many square centimeters are in that shape. Sweet, good work. You're doing awesome. Next, find the perimeter and area of this guy right here. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's start with perimeter again. All right, so I know this guy is 17, this guy is 17. But now it gets a little more confusing because I have no idea what these guys on the sides are. But what's nice about this is what kind of a triangle is this, folks? I know nothing ever goes away. It always comes back to haunt you. But hopefully it's not haunting you because we're so good at special right triangles now. But yeah, it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So if one leg is 9, I know that this leg is 9, which would make my hypotenuse 9 root 2, which would make this guy 9 root 2. So now, if we were to find the perimeter, I'm going to add up all my sides. So 17 plus 17 plus 9 root 2 plus 9 root 2. So if we want to be fancy, we would just add our like terms. So these guys go together and make 34. These guys go together and give me how many root 2s? Well, 18 of them. That's right. So if we wanted to be fancy, we could leave our answer like that. So 34 plus 18 root 2 yards. Or, I'm okay if you approximate, because who talks like that, right? So what's 34 plus 18 times the square root of 2? That would be approximately 59.45 yards. Either of those are acceptable answers. You just decide what you want to be. Now if we look at our area, again, area is just our base times our height. Let's see if we have our info given to us. We look like we have enough because if I look at my right angle right here, what two sides make it? This one down here, which is 17. And we found our height to be 9. So if we crunch this out, 17 times 9, our area is going to give us 153 yards squared. Good work, team. So in a nutshell, that's perimeter and area of a parallelogram. Let's switch gears to triangles. So same idea, we are finding the perimeter and area of each figure. So let's start with the perimeter per usual. All right, let's see if we have enough. Okay, so these pictures are kind of confusing. The shape you're actually looking for is the shaded in guy. This is the only triangle. All this stuff over here, like this guy, like this filled in triangle, that's just how they're representing the height. It's not a part of your actual shape. Just the shaded in blue triangle is what we're looking for. Okay, so if I look here, I have one side of 19, I have one side of 41, but we are missing this guy here. I gotta figure out that length. Well, that's what this extra little triangle looking thing is here for, because what's nice, it's a right triangle, so to find that missing side, I can just do Pythagorean theorem. So we'll just do this off to the side. I'll have 27 squared plus 30 squared equals x squared. 27 squared is going to give us 729. 30 squared is going to give us 900 equals x squared. Add those together. We're going to get 1629. Take the square root. And we'll get approximately 40.4. Alright, so now I know that this guy is this missing side to my triangle right here. So plus 40.4. Add those together and let's see what we get. Plus 19 plus 41. 100.4 approximately. So that is our perimeter. Now if we find our area, okay, let's kind of clean this guy up. Okay. Our area, remember our formula for a triangle, area equals half base times height. Oh boy, this is confusing because like what's my base, what's my height, right? So again, we're going to go to that right angle because this is like your key. Now what two things form that right angle? So this side right here, this is actually representing your height. Your height sometimes can fall outside your triangle if it's obtuse because this angle is obtuse, so it's fine. That's your height. And now your base is what side would extend to hit that. So if I come from here, I'm dashing. Oh, now I finally hit that side. So these two sides right here and here are actually making that right angle. So your base is actually 19 with a height of 30. Again, always look for that right angle and it will help you out. This will tell you what sides go together. Alright, now if we crunch these out, divided by 2, we should get 285 inches squared. So triangles can get kind of confusing, but again, just look for your right angle, match up your sides, and you should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, one last one. It says the base of a parallelogram is twice its height. If the area of the parallelogram is 72 square feet, find its base and height. Okay, so we got a few things that we got to figure out. I know I'm working with a parallelogram, so my area is equal to base times height. Awesome. Let's see if we know anything. We are told that the area is 72 square feet, so I'm going to plug that in for my A. And we're going to have to work backwards to get our base and height. Well, shoot, right? I don't know those things. So I'm going to come over here, my base equals something, and my height equals something. We go back to our problem. It says the base of the parallelogram is twice its height. Well, do I even know what its height is in the first place? Heck no, I don't. So I'm just going to call it x because I have no idea. And now if my base is twice this amount, well, what's twice x? Well, it'd be 2 of them. Okay, so now from here I can plug that into our formula to figure out what they are. So my base we found out was 2x times our height of x. Now we're just going to crunch it out. X times x is x squared, and now we have a problem we know how to solve. Divide by 2, we'll get 36 equals x squared. How do you undo something squared? Well, we take the square root, and what's awesome is this is a perfect square. Done and done. But then let's make sure we answer our question because it actually wants us to find that base and height. So if I plug in my base is twice x, well, 2 times 6 equals 12. That's my base. X would just be 6. And you can always check what's 12 times 6. Well, 12 times 6 gives us our 72, which is what we wanted. Okay, folks, please be good for the sub. I'm in Bemidji at a track meet with the track girls. I'll be back tomorrow. Here's your Tereha. These two, you have to graph, so you need 2 pieces of, or 2 little graphs. And remember, your base and your height make a right angle. That's my hint. If we need to go over these tomorrow, that's okay. But look for a right angle, and if there's not one, what do you know about slopes? They're opposite reciprocals. So if you had a slope of 2/3, its opposite reciprocal would be -3/2. Okay. Have a great super day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.